Copyright in building plans can become a major issue after a residential building contract is terminated, particularly where an owner wants to use those plans with a different builder. Under Australian law, building plans are generally protected as artistic works under the Copyright Act, meaning the creator of the plan usually retains copyright in them unless ownership is transferred by agreement. In most residential building contracts, the builder or designer retains copyright in their plans, but grants the owner a license to use them for the purpose of constructing the home. The license is commonly included with the contract price or expressed as a separate fee. If the contract is terminated, whether the owner can still use those plans will depend primarily on the wording of the contract and whether a license exists. Where the contract contains an express license clause, the owner may be able to continue using the plans if the license fee has been paid or the contractual requirements have been satisfied. However, if the contract expressly prohibits the use of the plans after termination, the owner may not have a legal right to use them, as doing so could expose them to a claim for copyright infringement. Even if there is no express license clause, courts may recognize an implied license, where a person has engaged a designer to produce plans for a specific project and has paid for that work. In those circumstances, the law may imply permission to use the plans for the purpose originally contemplated by the parties, such as constructing the house on the intended site. However, the scope of an implied license is limited. It generally only allows the plans to be used to build that specific house that was originally contemplated on the same land and substantially in accordance with the original design. Using the plans for a different project or copying them beyond the scope may still infringe copyright. Because the interaction between contract terms and copyright law can be complex, anyone considering using building plans after terminating a contract should obtain legal advice to determine whether an express or implied license exists and what rights they have. Contact us today for a free 30-minute consultation with one of our building and construction professionals, and let us help you protect your rights.